Well, hello everyone. Today I'm doing something slightly different. I'm going to pull out a dent from my mother's car. This dent was caused by a cyclist which ran across the pedestrian crossing without stopping while my mother is have crossed this pedestrian crossing already. So he just thought that he could cross behind my mom, but then because the car stopped in front, so she has to stop. So the thing is that he just went right into the rear of the car. Well, I shall show you in a while. Here are some of the tools that I'll be using to pull out dent. Basically, it's just a small dent, and I shall show you the tools. Let me cut to the front. I shall show you in a while. Right, these are some of the tools that I'm using. As you can see here, this is the puller. It's a bridge puller, and this one is a slide hammer, which basically you use to pull the thing out. It's just like those they use to pull out the drum brakes, but it's a smaller one. And you have a glue gun. I have two. One is battery powered, one is electric powered. So the battery powered one will be better because I'm in the car park, so there is no power supply. Well, there is, but then I don't want to tap the power supply illegally. And you see there is a small bottle of spray alcohol, so that's just to remove the glue gun, the glue sticks that will stick to the dent. And that's about it. And you can see the dent is here. As I move around, you can see the dent. I don't know whether you can see it. Yeah, there it is. Right, it's there. Right, maybe this side will be better. Yeah, you can see the dent here. So today I'll be pulling out this dent from the side of the rear of the vehicle. You can see it is there. It's like a handlebar dent when the cyclist went into it. Yep, so I'll be doing this, and I shall show you how is it going to be done. Well, pulling out a dent, there's more than just pulling out. There is pulling out and there is tapping down. So I didn't bring my tapping tool, so I'll just be pulling this out so that it doesn't look that obvious. Fine tapping will be done later because it will take a long time to do, at least an hour or so, just to pull and tap, pull up and tap down, pull up and tap down. So this is how it will be going, using all these tools that you can buy from eBay, AliExpress, all sorts of places. You can see that's the box that comes with it. So I shall start now, and you guys see how is it going to be done. Let's set the camera up so you can see properly. Alright, show you in a while. I hope you guys can see. The dent is here, and my hand here, you can see the reflection of my hand. There is a crease on the body panel, right? So I shall give this place a clean, and then I shall apply the glue. Oh, by the way, I'm going to heat up my gun first, I forgot. So first you have to heat up the gun. So there is hot. I shall wait for a while for it to get hot. Then I get ready my tools. Then I should be done. Well, there are a few attachments of this. You have the round one, and a rounded flat one, and then you have a oval shaped one, and then also a bigger oval shaped one, and then a few round ones, big and small, and then you have a very big one. So I'll be using this today because the dent is long shape. So I shall basically put it here like that, then I shall pull it out from this angle, right? I shall use this attachment first so that it's easier to use. This is a gentle pull. The slide hammer pull will be will be slightly more aggressive, so it may come out too much. So I shall use this. It's a dental pull. So you put it in like that, and screw in the attachment. Right here. So what it does is that I shall put this right here at where the deepest part is, right like that. Then I shall apply the glue all the way down like that. And what I do is that I will slowly pull up the dent, well, by turning this way. Right, you can see later. Right, I should wait for the gun to warm up, then I can go ahead. Well, first I bring it a bit higher so you can see it better. Oh, that's the highest it can go. First I shall give it a clean with the alcohol. Wow, too much dust, all scratched. But all this I can polish up later. Yeah. You can see there's all the scratches that is here. I shall give it a clean. So the dent starts from here, right up to about here, right? So I shall start with the deepest point, which is somewhere here, because there is a big end here and this is a shallow one. So you start from the deepest point, which is somewhere here, and then I shall pull it out. Wow, you can see my gun is starting to get hot. So I shall look at where it exactly is. Right, so I shall apply the glue on the gun. Right, that's about all. Then quickly find the exact place where you want to stick it, right about here. Right. So this thing will just wait for it to dry out. So the dent went in this way, so we shall pull it out the same way as it went in. We shall put the support on the body. Right, so you can see it holds there. Right, so now this is still a little bit, whoa, still a little bit wet. Shall let it dry out for a while. Now there are different guns, different adhesive sticks with different strength. So this is the black one, supposed to be stronger. So I shall use this later on when the other one finished. Right, now it should be dry. Yes, it's hard already. Right. So what I'll do is just slowly turn, and you'll be able to see. Let me bring the camera closer. Well, you'll be able to see as I turn. You will pull the dent out slowly. You want to check that you don't want to over tighten. Look at the deflections, see how much it has come out. Yeah, really much out, right? So I shall turn it some more. You don't want to over tighten this so that it doesn't pop too much, right? And by the adhesiveness of the glue, it should just pop apart. As you can see, just pull it apart, and it should just come out. If it's stuck, I shall use a little bit of alcohol. Spray a little bit of alcohol, and that should release it quickly. And yes, let's come out a little bit more. All the scratches is okay. You can just adjust surface scratch, so you can basically polish it up later. Now you can see this is out. There's a slight dent still here. That's the deepest one. So it doesn't want to come out because there's metal memory there. So now I'm left with a slight dent here and a longer one here. So I shall spray a little bit of alcohol, and I can slowly remove the balance of the glue. Right. So now, visually, the dent is here into here. Now you can see with my hands there are slightly lesser creases now on the reflection. So you can see all the scratches that is up. So because of the alcohol, it just makes it scratch easier. So now what I'll do is I'll start here. This one, small round one, and then later on the longer one at the bottom. So same thing, you get one that's about the same size, right? Here, then you just put it in and you put it up. Thing, apply the glue on the puller a little bit, not too much, just enough. Then you just find exactly where you want to go and just put it there. Right. Now we'll wait for it to dry. So I have a longer one at the bottom. It's about this long. So maybe I will use the longer attachments, which I have. You can see, yep, lots of them. So maybe I'll use this, like this one. So it just sits inside the dent just nice. I can use a slightly bigger one, so it will pull the whole thing out. Yeah, maybe I'll use the bigger one. So same thing. Apply the glue in the middle. My hands are shaking. So what you see is find the dent, which is here. It's like from here to here. And what I will do is that I'll just place it directly over the dent, right, all the way in. All right. So I shall wait for it to cure or dry or harden. That is a glue stick, so it actually hardens. So this will be another one. So I'll slowly sort. I don't have this for the other pull, so I'll use the pull stick to slightly pull it out. We have to wait for a while for it to harden, right? Okay, this is about hardened, right? So I shall put it on. Adjust it first so that it sits flat. Right, then tighten. Then you slowly turn and watch for the rise. Should not come up too much. Don't be too anxious. This has to be done patiently. So, oh, the glue came up. So this glue is not very good for this application. I think I may have to use the other glue, which is stronger. Try again. Same place. I'll try the glue again, so let's see whether it works. Okay, I'm trying to pull this one. So by hand, I think it's tight. I shall use the slide hammer because that's the application for this, but I won't tap it. What you usually do is you just slide backwards and back. You know, so it pulls out. So we should look at the dent, see whether it's come out or not. It seems to have come out a little bit. There. So now this is slightly fatter now, a little bit more here. So I should start here, and this is out already. So I got a little bit of dent some more here. Right. So this one works, so I gotta let it dry a little bit. So now I shall use a smaller one, which is here. I shall put it here and I shall pull it again. This is all out. Right here. Apply evenly. Alright. Give it a little clean so I can see the dent is from here. So finger there to here. So I will basically just let it sit here. Like that. Should push it all the way in. Alright, now I shall pull on this one. It's been there for a while, so I hope it sticks well. Sometimes it's not really very flat, so you have to beware that when you're pulling, you're going to pull it out properly. So you're going to pull it slightly, see whether it comes out. Yep. Let it rest for a while. So you the tension, and then you'll pop. And yes. Much better, but it's still a small dent, so I'm going to use a smaller tool to just right in the middle. Now I can see this came out, but it's like dent here. This one is still here. So what I'm going to do is to use the smallest one that I have for the dent that is right in the middle. I'm going to clean it a little bit. this is gonna clean out the paint. Not very good, but that's the problem with alcohol. So I have a little bit of dent here. You can actually feel it, it's right here. This is all out, so I shall have it here, exactly at the lowest point. Here. Right here. Right. The smallest one. So the dent is right here. Just going to put it there, right there, in the middle. Okay, now I'm going to tap on this. All right. Oh, all right, it came up a little bit. So that's about the best, but then it can come out some more. So I shall try again. But this glue is not that good for this application. Because it doesn't stick too tightly to the tool. Yeah, you can tell it's not as solid. You can basically roll it out with your fingers, so it's not really very sticky. Oh well, a little bit of alcohol would help to release it. A bit of alcohol, it just comes out. So it's good to go again. Spray clean a little. So I think I cannot use the cloth to rub it. The coating, the protective coat will come out. I just use my hand. So that's clean. Right? Not so bad. So now I'll apply again. This time, let's let the alcohol dry a little bit more. We'll go again. I think I should change the glue stick. I'll squeeze out the old one, which is not so tight. Place it with the black one. can see. Clear. Black. Yeah. It's much harder, this one. Alright. So apply it. This time round I hope it's get stuck better. Right. Whoa, it's hot. Right. Ah. Same place. Actually, it's very nice. Just like, oh, I don't even see it actually. Maybe I just a little bit more. Yeah, just right there. Okay. Now for this one. Okay, let's hope it stays hazy enough to cool it. It does. Yes, and it's out. All right, a little bit more here. I think it's fine. Well, like this, clean it. Basically, just spray alcohol on the head, and then just wait for it to soak. So off the gun a little bit. So once it's soaked, you can actually just pull it off. Gently, and it will just come up. See? Or it'd be good if you have a pick to dig out the holes. I have it in my other car, but my car is in the workshop today, so we can reuse this again. Right. I think this is dry. Yep, it's hot. Quite tough. This time it's just a small, it's very gentle now, so I'm just going to slowly, and yes, it's out. Very good. Now it's almost all out. Minus this, which is still a slight dent here. I can feel it. Somewhere here. So clean it again. basically most of the dents is out. I don't know if you can see. I left with one here, right exactly here. So I'm going to use the small one and I'm going to pull it again here. Right. Very small one, so I'm just going to use a very small one, just pull it out. It works. Right, done. Find the dent first, which is somewhere here. Right. Give it a clean. Right here. Here. So I'm going to apply the small one. Wow, that's too much. And right here. In the middle. Alright, that should be the last one. The rest is all out, you can see. There's still some waviness inside there, no choice. But then, well, it's better than a dent. Later on, I need to, when I pull it out too much, I have to tap it down slowly. So usually it's a process of pulling and tapping that down. So it's a very slow process. A lot of people think that, you know, when they sell in the advertisement, it's like, wow, so easy. You just put it there, pull it out, and the thing is totally flat. Well, there's no such thing here. Because basically, when dents happen, usually it's quite complex. There are high crowns and low crowns and edges that basically makes it compound dent. So when you start pulling on one side or even in the middle, unless it's a very flat area and the dent is right in the middle, and when you pull, it should basically theoretically pop back out without much waviness in the metal. But in this case, this is not. This is at a place whereby there is upward crest and down curve and up curve. So it's a compound curve by itself. So when you dent it, it becomes a compound dent. So you will need to do it bit by bit by bit, or you stick a lot, then you have a big puller, whereby when you pull, it pulls everything together out. But I don't have that, so I shall do it bit by bit as I go along. Well, this is better than having a dent there. You still see the waviness in the metal, but this one can be done in a way that basically it becomes perfectly flat and perfectly back to normal, but it takes a few hours at least. Now I shall while I wait, I shall clean out all those that I've used. Spray it with alcohol, wait for a while. Well, this is just isopropyl alcohol. You don't need pure alcohol. Pure alcohol, I think, will just melt the paint. So you spray, you wait for a while, and when the thing gets into it, it should just pull away nicely, like this. Oops, can't see. You see? It should just pull away nicely with alcohol. And voila, it's clean. I think I should be done. I shall switch off my gun. So like this, I spray with alcohol just now. Well, you just got to get a bit of edge out. Just now I shouldn't have pulled the edge, because once you pull off, the alcohol can't really sit inside because it's all glued in. So it's stuck. I shall get this out later. Like this one, you can see that the thing is there, so we just peel it a little, spray the alcohol in. Wait for a while and it should come out. Right, this is the last, I think this will be the last pull. It's basically quite tight already. Right, so get the slide hammer, put it tight. Engage, and then just tap. Oh! And there goes the paint. Oh well, the paint is quite thin. Yeah, the paint came out. So, the dent came out. You can feel it. The paint also came out. But I have some touch-up paint, so it will be alright. At least the dent is out. So polish it, and it should be done. So you can see now with my hand, you can see that there is not much crease in my hand reflection again. You can see the dent is here. You can see my hand now, the reflection of my hand is quite clean, straight, no more up and down. So this is like 90% done, so the rest of the stuff is just polishing up and tapping down or tapping up. So it's done, but I got a chip. But as I say, this slide thing is more aggressive than the bridge pulling, so you've got to use with care, as example right here now. So I shall have a little bit of repair on this paint. Just a small speck here, you can see. Right, let me see if you can see this. Yeah, there you go. There's a slight chip there, but you can see the reflection of my face. You know, it's all okay. Now there's no more dent. You can see my face where the speck of dot is, the white dot. So there's no dent now. A little bit wavy, but better than just now, which was the big dent, small dent, but then it was deeper. Now it's all up. All right. So, well, that's it for today. I killed the paint a little bit. Well, this is expected actually, because this is still quite an aggressive way to remove dents. The easier way, or the way that mostly paint shops do, they will push from the back, because this is accessible from the behind. There's metal here, you can hear. So usually they'll go through from the hood and they'll push it out. but I don't have that tool, and I don't want to remove all the panels or maybe remove the lights just to get the dent. So this is the fastest way of doing it, but also a bit corrosive because you have alcohol and glue and everything. So yeah, well, kind of expected. So but it gets the job done. So well, check back with you guys. Thanks for watching. If you like this, please subscribe. Well, I seldom say this, hit the notification bell. When I submit a new video, you guys will know. Yeah. So I shall carry on, clean it up, and let you guys see the final result when it's all clean. Alright, thanks guys. Bye.